Hi there, creative minds. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Solomon and thank you very much for clicking. In today's video, we are diving into the exciting world of graphic design as we embark on a journey to create a stunning church flyer that will leave a lasting impression. Whether you are promoting a church event, a community fundraiser, or simply enlarging your artistic flair, then you have come to the right place. But before we dive into this nitty gritty of church flyer design, if you are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so that you, my friend, will never miss out on our creative tutorials in the future. Alright, to get started, flyer designs are not just a piece of paper. They are powerful tools that can make a real impact. So grab your creative hat and your favorite software design. In my case, I'm using Adobe Photoshop 2022 or 2023 and any other tool you prefer. Let's create some eye-catchy church flyer that will turn heads and spread the word. So this is the church flyer that we are going to work with, and you can see that everything is well arranged here. You can head over to our digital store to get this amazing flyer and other more amazing church flyers or other more flyers over there to help us in one way or the other. So without further ado, let's get started. So to get started, make sure you download the source files. If you want to follow along with me, make sure you grab all these source files so that you can follow alongside me. So first of all, Ctrl+N to open a new document. So this is the new document. We are going to use A3. Then I'll click on create. A new canvas is going to open for me. Then from here, since we have our canvas set, we are going to develop the background. Okay, so this is the background that we are going to develop. So first of all, make sure you open up your source files, and then first of all, with the help of the rectangle tool over here, make sure you click and drag all the way down here and leave some space down over there. Okay, we are going to use that one later. Then from here, I'll go to effects over here and click on it, and then I'm going to open this gradient overlay. So with a gradient overlay, I have a gradient that I'm going to use. So this is it. Let me open the gradient for you guys to see. So this is the first color code, and then this is the second color code. From here, I'll click on OK. You can click on this new button here to save that. Okay, and then I will change the style from linear to radial. Okay, and then let's position this guy over here. Then I'm going to click on this. Okay, so I will uncheck this reverse so that it's going to leave it over here for me. I'll click on this. Okay, to accept changes. Then from here, let's go to our source files, and I'm going to click and drag this guy over here and leave it here. I'm going to increase it all the way to this point and move this guy over here. So let me make it a bit bigger and double click to accept changes. Then from here, let's open up our blending options to change this one. So let's choose color band, okay, and reduce the opacity all the way down. Okay, so let's go with a figure like 10, 15, 12. Alright, then from here, let's go back to our source files, and then I'm going to click and drag this guy into Photoshop. Okay, and I'm going to make a selection and take only this portion. So you can use either the rectangular marquee tool, okay, to make a selection just like this. Ctrl+J to make a copy. Let's delete the other one, and I'm going to position this guy over here. Then with the help of the layer mask over here, click on it to add the layer mask to this guy, and then select the brush tool over here. So you can click on B, and then you select the brush tool. We can right click on it and make the brush bigger, or use the square bracket on your keyboard to make it bigger, and the left one to make it small. Then from here, with the help of the alright, so from here, let's reduce the opacity of this guy over here to maybe 35, 34. Okay, so let's leave it at 35% over here, and then we can make it also a bit bigger, and and also we can make it a bit bigger if you want to. Okay, so we can also continue to blend this guy in just like this. Alright, then from here let's go back to our source file, and I'm going to bring this guy over here as well. So click and drag this into Photoshop, and let's make this one also smaller just like this. Then from here let's add the layer mask to this one as well and try to blend in this guy. Okay, reduce the size of the brush. Alright, then reduce the size like this, and I'm going to position it over here. So from here I'll change the blending mode from normal over here to overlay. Okay, and let's reduce the opacity to maybe 20% or 22%. Okay, then from here let's go back to our source file again, and I'm going to click and drag this guy as well into Photoshop. Then let's make it a bit bigger. Just spend some time to position it how you like it. And also with this one I'll change the blending mode from normal to divided. Okay, so I'll select divided. So I'll select the divided over here, and then with the help of the layer mask as always, click on it and let's blend this guy in as well. Alright, then from here let's go back to our source file, and then I'm also going to bring this image, okay, to also blend this one in. So let's put this guy over here, add the layer mask as always, and blend this image in as well. Then from here I'm going to change the blending mode from normal to overlay. Okay, and also reduce the opacity to maybe 47%. Okay, so I'll go with 46%. Alright, then this is how this one is going to look like. And also let me remove some portion over here. Alright, so basically this is going to be our background, but you can see that this is not well blended in very well. So let's see what we can do. So let's select this guy over here and then make it a bit small, and also blend in this guy very well with the background. Then from here, on top of everything, we are going to add a color lookup. So let's go to adjustment and then add a color lookup over here. So I'll select that, and then when you open the color lookup, let's select this guy over here, 4 colors. Boom, you are going to see the effect that it has changed the color from blue to this guy over here. If it is too much for you, you can reduce it to, let's say, maybe 28%. So let's see, this is before, this is after. Okay, but we don't want the effect to affect every place like the white place here. So let's select the layer mask over here, then with the help of the brush tool, let's select this portion, and then hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and click on the backspace to hide that portion. From here, click on Ctrl D to deselect the selection. Alright, Ctrl O to fade everything to screen. Then from here, I'm going to add the church logo and the name of the church. Okay, alright, so if you add the name of the church, this is how it looks like, and the logo of the church, this is how it's going to look like. Then from here, let's also add the 3Ds of prophetic healing. Okay, so I'll go back to my source file, or I have this over here, so I'll copy everything of this. Then with the help of the text tool, I'm going to click and paste in my text. Okay, I'm using the Open Sans over here, Open Sans font. Okay, and also I use the same Open Sans for the name of the church. Okay, so if you don't have that font, you can also download that. Then from here, let's go back to our notepad, and I'm going to copy the 3, or just type in the 3 over here. Then from here, Ctrl T for free transform and make this one big. And also let's change the 3 font, okay, to make it stunning. So I'm going to use this font called Coral Lovers. So I will select that, and you see how amazing the 3 looks like with this font. Okay, so I'm going to position these guys over here. You can move them a bit up. Alright, then from here, I'm picking the colors from the background. So you can see the background color is from the logo, and also you can see we have some colors, red, orange over here. So let's use yellow because yellow comes within oranges. So I'm going to change this guy to yellow over here. Wow, that looks amazing. And I'm going to apply the same thing to this one, okay? But in this case, I'm going to use a gradient to make it more interesting. So with this guy, let's change this to extra bold to make the text more bolding and highlighted, okay? So let's go to FX over here and then select the gradient overlay. So with the gradient overlay, let's open our gradient, and I'm going to use this font over here. Let me open this guy for you to see the color codes. And here is the second color code as well. That's plain white. Click on OK, click on OK. Make sure you leave your angle or your style to linear, and then click on reverse to change to the other option. And also let's add a drop shadow to this one to make it bold and speak very well for itself. Then with the 3, let's add effect to it by going to FX and also add an outer glow, okay? So adding additional effect like this one will enhance the overall look of the flyer, okay? So with the outer glow, let's reduce the size and also reduce the spread, okay? So I think it is still too big. Let me increase it a bit small. So I think 13 or 12 will work, okay? Then 5 for the spread and click on OK. Control O to fit everything to screen. From here you can see this one and this guy is almost looking the same. Next we are going to add our theme, okay? So with the theme, it's also very simple. With the help of the rectangle tool over here, just click and drag, okay, to draw a rectangle, and also add the gradient on the text over here. So this time around, hold down the Alt key on your keyboard, click and drag the gradient effect onto the shape to make this guy, okay? Alright, so if we add our theme, this is how it will look like, okay? So I'll make the shape a bit bigger, and also with the help of the rectangle tool, we can draw a small rectangle just like this, and we can type in the word theme over here. So let's position this guy over here as well, and change the color fill for this one to maybe red. And with the help of the text tool over here, let's add our text. Then from here, Ctrl T for free transform. If you hover over the edge, you can rotate this guy just like this. Double click to accept changes and move this guy over here. Ctrl O to fit everything to screen. We can select everything of this one and bring it a bit down. Undo, let's add the shape itself. Ctrl O to fit everything to screen. Then from here, let's add our images. Insert images that relate to the church event, okay, or that complement the church. Then from here, let's add our church images. Insert any images that relate to the church event. So in this case, we have our papa here and the guest speaker over here as well. So let's select both of them and move them into Photoshop, and then position them like how you want it. I have already removed the background of these people, so if you don't know how to remove a background, I will leave a link in the description below for you guys to watch the video and see how you can remove a background. Okay, so I'll position these two guys here, and then from here I'm going to draw this or bring this shape in so that it's going to be like he is putting his hands on something. So let's go back to our source files, and I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Please, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you leave me a comment below, and also like the video and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'll move this guy over here, to help these pastors stand very well. Alright, then from here I'm going to add the other images like this one. So quickly I'm going to add them so that we can continue and complete this flyer. Okay, so if these details is added, this is how it's going to look like. I'm loving it and it is very okay for me. Alright, next thing is to add another background for the text. Okay, next we are going to add this shape that you can see over here that makes the church flyer also pop very well. So let's go to our source files. So I'm going to click and drag this into Photoshop. So instead of keeping the straight line, I'm going to keep this guy over here to make the flyer pop. Okay, so like this, and move it all the way down, but make sure it is above the shape so that it's going to bring the effect up. Alright, then from here we are going to also add these details over here to complete our flyer. Okay, so if we add the additional detail, this is how it looks like. So this is the date, the venue, time, and if you want to call anyone for the program, you can call. This is just a simple rectangle shape with a gradient on it, and also another rectangle shape with a gradient, and the rest are shapes. Okay, so I hope this is not difficult for you guys. And the last thing that we can do here is to add the names of our prophet who is going to host the program. Alright, so at the end of the day, this is how it's going to look like. I'm loving the final result and I really appreciate the time that I have spent on this one. And also, to make this one pop, you can also add additional elements like borders, like any element that will make your design pop. I just wanted to add this shape to make the design pop. You can also go on to add different effects to make it more stunning and more beautiful. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please check out this PSD file on our digital store and more other ones just for you to help you speed up your workflow. Until next time, keep creating and never give up.